for a long lunch hour was so that you could do your networking and would like to meet and have a happy ever after with whoever you found as your match. So I have certainly found loads of people who've come to me with some excellent lawyers apparently. Who knew? So I'm following those up, and we're going to be looking at making template legal letters so that when your client gets a letter from the solicitor, it's a little more understandable than it is normally. We think, why couldn't we do a template? Yes, we can. A la Bob, a la Barack. So Rachel and I and a couple of other Abigail Bond, we're going to sit together and make some template letters for lawyers to use. So hey, for me, results already, but I hope you have been having some results from today. Delighted now to introduce the Parent Pioneers project. We've got Lara, Diane, and the representatives of the expert parents group, Kevin and Sally. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to start quickly with a little film while everyone's settling back after lunch. So let's take this.
Just press play. What's that? It worked earlier. Perhaps she's turned it down at the back. No, it's that one. You need to use that one.
Okay, sorry.
Put it right on it.
2 people. It's wonderful. We've tried to have more kids. I have no regret.
I was in labour from 5 in the morning to 5 in the evening with him. He was born 8 pounds 7 ounces.
Great, thank you. So, as I said, we're all from Parent Pioneers, which is a project which has put together Mellow Futures. So Mellow Futures is about supporting parents with a learning disability. We've taken a parenting programme and adapted it to be specially designed for supporting parents with a learning disability or difficulty. It's funded by the Department of Health. It's a 3-year project and we're about 8 months left. So we've done quite a lot of the delivery and we're just looking at now how we can take our findings and use them and spread the word about projects like this that can really support parents with learning disabilities. We've been piloting the project in 2 local authorities, which is London Borough of Islington and County of Northumberland. Very different areas, very different issues between urban and rural, so quite different issues have come up between the two. We've been working with referrers in the 2 different areas, midwives, GPs, social workers, specialist services, to make sure that we can get the correct referrals for our programmes. So I'm from MenCap, so we've been leading on the project management and the kind of learning disability side of things. We also work with Mellow Parenting, who are parenting projects specialists on the parent course, so it's their parenting courses that we adapted. We have Elfrida, Diane, who's helped to support running the reference group, but also was a facilitator within the Islington group. And also Neurofy Research Centre, Beth, is our evaluator.
Click the box off. It's gone weird. No.
Okay, so our key aim is to level the playing field for families with a mum to be, or parents in the early months of parenting who have a learning disability or difficulty. It's all about providing early and accessible support, so getting in there as early as possible. It's actually been quite interesting because we were very much looking to refer from midwives and getting that, the mums that are just at that point where they're thinking about having a child or we're pregnant and making sure that we're kind of preventative. We've actually found during the length of the programme that a lot of the time it's kind of a crisis point that the mums come to us. So a lot of our referrals have been from social workers who So it's been a little bit of a shift as we've gone along towards kind of supporting them through those processes and, and all that kind of comes with. So it's been a little bit different from what we thought, but it's still very much key to providing planned and proactive support. Two other elements of the programme is about supporting the families in their communities. So making sure they're not isolated, making sure they can try and get out to the community, make sure they make the most of the services and facilities in their area. And I'll come on to how we're doing that. And also, while we've been talking to referrers, trying to get the professionals to understand who we're looking to have on, I've also been working on learning disability awareness, making sure that the midwives are aware of how to tell if someone's got a learning disability, and just doing that kind of awareness work as we've been going along throughout the programme. So the setup for the Mellow Futures programme, it's Mellow Bumps, which is a 6-week course, which is a couple of hours, 1 day a week for 6 weeks, and it's helping the mums to start to bond with their baby, to prepare them for being a parent, and helping them to lower their stress levels and get ready for the big change that's coming in their life. They then go away and have the child, so it's usually about a 3-month period where the mums go and have their babies, if it all works out well. And then we have Mellow Babies, which is 1 day a week for 14 weeks. And this is more about supporting mums to be a parent, so doing the workshops, the practical stuff, as well as looking at what it is about being a parent and looking at their past and what they'd like to take into the future as being their own parents. And other elements is we have the volunteer family mentors. So this is the kind of area where it's about looking at supporting families to access local support. So going with them along to baby massage, showing them where the children's centres are, just trying to encourage them to get out and try these things in their local area. So we look for family mentors who can go along 1 day a week, just after the programme, and to repeat the exercises that they have. So it's called a have a go in the programme. So it's kind of taking the learning back to the home environment as a mum, but also looking at taking them out for coffees, taking them out to the children's centres, getting them knowing the kind of local area. As we've talked about a lot, there's kind of the adaptations of the programme, which Diane's going to talk about, easy read, highly visual and things like that. And also, as I said, mums have got a lot going on in their lives, so it's about supporting them with other issues within their lives and the other areas that they need support, whether it's advocacy or housing or anything. So it's been a lot of signposting onto other support. And then one integral thing to the whole programme is the parents' reference group. So the whole way through we've had a group of parents with learning disabilities who've supported us to make sure that it's really key to what they think is important for the programme to run. So I'm going to hand over now to Sally and Kevin, who are part of our reference groups. They can talk about their involvement in the project.
We are from the Parents Reference Group with learning difficulty. Many of us have not felt welcome at parenting groups or support services. We don't get the information in the right way. We get left out. We sometimes feel judged. It is important that we are involved in Mellow Futures so we can help professionals develop groups that work for us.
We've also trained workers to help with the needs with special difficulties. We also look at all the course materials. We've also tested out and adapted sessions. We also think about the best way to find out how it works with the NORIFI Research Centre. We also write job descriptions for volunteer mentors. We have also made a couple of films about our experience to help people make lives better for us.
So now we're just going to quickly have a watch of Kevin and Sally's films. So bear with me, I'll just set this up.
Mellow Futures is a new programme, but it's part of a family of programmes developed to support parents and their children in making good relationships. And what's special about the Mellow family of parenting is that they're all really intensive. There's a lot of work with Mellow Futures. There's, as Laura said, there's Mellow Bumps, Mellow Babies, and there's also the parent mentor element. It's quite a long engagement with parents. I think what we're finding is that it's probably not long enough, but it's longer than a lot of courses and support that's been offered at the moment. It's a group approach. It really helps mums learn from each other and listen to each other's experience, combats isolation. And I think also the idea that there are shared experiences, that this isn't, you know, the things that are happening to them are not necessarily all their fault. You know, there's a sense that also there are certain things that go wrong in the system, and they can share these ideas and they can again strengthen that. Mellow Futures is very much about it's about nurturing and about relationships. And one of the things that are coming through with this group of mums is that often they come from pretty difficult backgrounds themselves, where they haven't had a lot of nurturing themselves or a lot of opportunity to develop helpful relationships. And the group is kind of modelling that, and mums are practising that in groups. And it's also about reducing external environmental risk, and that's really where the role of the mentors come in, volunteer mentors. These are often parents themselves who have volunteered to help the families in their locality, and they're very much about helping mums connect with children's centres, with anything else that's out there that might be helpful for them, but also about embedding the learning that's happening in the group itself. In Islington we've got 3 facilitators, which is quite, again that's where the intensive bit comes in, there's quite a lot of us, but we found that it's been a good number. There's 4 components of the group. There's the personal group, and in the personal group the sort of things that we might do are life story, and that's quite an intense session that comes midway. And it's really about helping mums make sense of their experience, have a narrative, understanding how things have happened and why they've happened and where they're going to go with things. And also seeing again that the shared experiences and the shared experiences with facilitators, because we do also share in the group. And out of all the other parenting courses that I do deliver, this is the one where you give a certain amount of yourself in the group as well as a facilitator. We've actually found that's been really helpful and building trust, because there's a lot of mistrust of professionals that comes through. We have lunch with children, and it's a really good opportunity to nurture families, a chance to observe. We always make sure there's nice food, there's nice drinks, there's things to play with, we'll try and make everything as nice as possible. We even get told off by the children's centre sometimes when there's too much chocolate around, too many cakes and that sort of stuff. There's a shared activity at lunchtime as well. We've had a wonderful baby masseur came in from Neil's Yard, and she's done some baby massage sessions for us. We do homemade musical instruments, we do treasure baskets, and it's things where the facilitators, the mums and babies will all sit down together and do this together. And then in the afternoon there's a parenting workshop, which is very much focused on child development, but often relating to what's happened in the personal group in the morning as well. So in the afternoon we might be looking at stages of development, what babies can do at different stages. Some adaptations that have been made. I said Mellow Futures is part of a family of Mellow programmes, and Mellow Futures is specifically for parents with learning difficulties and learning disabilities. And the adaptations that have been made are things like reducing barriers to parents attending. That's by providing taxis. One of the things that seems to be hard, it can be hard sometimes for mums to organise. It's got a new baby, you need to get somewhere, it's raining, you've got buggies to push through, all sorts of stuff. So taxi makes life easier. One of the things that we do as facilitators is lots of liaising with social workers. Lots of making it happen, lots of talking to people, lots of encouraging. Any barriers that there are for parents to attend, and try and overcome them with the parents and with the referrers. It's a highly visual approach, lots of video, lots of clips from YouTube. We do one of our sessions is called Vitamin L, which vitamin laughter, so it's just really about the importance of laughing and having fun as a way of reducing stress. Lots of repetitive bite-sized pieces of information. Using creche workers with the right skills, and this is something we found has come through and it's been very important, because a lot of the mums, because there are quite high levels of mums who are involved in court proceedings. There's a lot of fear from mums that they're going to lose their babies, and quite rightly so in some cases. And they're rightly scared. This is happening for some of them. And you know, I think that fear is comes over, and what we want to do is try and make it as safe as possible by having the nicest crash workers we could possibly get, who are very encouraging, they're very nurturing, they allow mums to pop in and check babies are okay, they try and help with boundaries, but they also accept that there is a lot of fear. Mums are quite rightly very scared that they might not have their babies in a few months' time. And the use of volunteer mentors, they've been really important for the mums, and some of those relationships have been quite valuable in helping mums connect with all sorts of things outside of the Mellow programme. And the facilitators and mentors are trained in learning difficulty issues by parents with learning difficulties, by make-up, by other people, and also trained around the importance of advocacy and other services that parents can, as self-advocacy and peer support and so on, and sort of services that can help make parents more confident and stronger and feel that they're supported. And so some of the outcomes for mums. We have had one child taken into care shortly after the group finished, which was very sad, and she was doing incredibly well. We really thought she was going to come through. What seemed to happen is that some of the good stuff in the group, she wasn't able to maintain that strength group, and that was very sad. 3 mothers have showed lots of increased ability to work with further support services, which has been really positive and really increases the chances of the family staying together. And that also includes accessing voluntary sector as well, advocacy services and so on, which is really helpful. One mother was able to successfully argue for additional independent assessment in court, and that was based on her engagement with Mellow Futures, right from Mellow Bumps all the way through all the sessions she attended with her mentor, her shift in her ability to make sense of her history. She had a very, very difficult history. She's quite rightly very upset and very angry with services. She's had 2 children removed, which she felt very unfairly removed. And she was able to kind of move on from that a little bit and work with them around her 3rd child. And this all came through Mellow Futures and through some other services she was using, but very much through Mellow Futures. A report was written for court, and it was used as part of an argument for additional assessment from the independent social worker who used PAMS. And actually that assessment actually was the next outcome. A supervision order was made instead of an adoption order, which is something we were very, very happy about. And 4 mothers developed a social network. They met yesterday, they're meeting next week, they get together. Things are up and down, like any groups of friends, but they keep together. So that's kind of been in a bit of a nutshell. There's lots and lots of other things around. There's lots of things in the evaluation, which I was going to tell you about now.
Yes, I just wanted to say that the interim evaluation is now out, and that's from the first set. So we're doing 2 sets of the bumps and babies. We've done the first one, Beth's written an interim report, which is just kind of the very simple views of the mothers, what we've got feedback from the mothers about attending the Mellow Futures. And the final evaluation will be finishing in July 2015, around about then, when the last cohort finishes their programme. And part of that will be a cost-benefit analysis. So that would be really good to be able to say, hopefully evidence the fact that an intervention like this can be really beneficial in terms of costs for a commissioner or local authority. So it could be, we're doing a lot of those very large final evaluations, so it should be have lots of really interesting information and hopefully really back up the fact that proactive and specialist support is really key for parents with learning disabilities. So if you like any more information, as I say, I've written something on the blog, so do have a look on there. That's the interim report, links on there, and do come and talk to us afterwards. I don't think we've got time for questions, but yeah, come and find us in the break. Thank you.